Okay, Virgo, happy birthday once again. Since you did get that bonus reading earlier this month when like most people didn't get a reading, right? I wanted to do kind of a weird thing. If you check out the Leo video, I explain how I ended up with this pile and you can kind of see the process if you watch the shuffle. And I am going to shuffle for 4 more cards here, but basically I have this stack put aside and it was too many cards to read for the reading in which I drew them. Go check it out. You'll understand. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna set it aside and do it for Virgo. All right. But I do want to get just four cards to put up top for you instead of like drawing them, so that you still get like an honest shuffle and we can kind of pick the narrative of these cards, right? I love doing stuff like this every once in a while. Okay, so far so good. We're going to take this one too. Oh, wow. Oh, Virgo, look at you. There we go. And I want to do this for some reason. 2 of Cups, love, and 3 of Cups, abundance. Okay, I think you should actually just watch the Leo reading, especially if you are dealing with a Leo or if you have a Leo placement. You should watch the whole thing and not just the shuffling, because it's a very similar energy, but you seem to be in a much better place than Leo in a sense. So there's at least that. Yeah, so bottom of the deck is 3 of Cups, but I flipped this card over for literally no reason other than I felt like it. The 2 of Cups, love. So things seem to be going really well for you right now, Virgo. We are looking at the sun here for more of that Leo energy. So again, check out the Leo video. It might have more about your situation that isn't covered in this reading. But again, if you have strong Leo placements or strong Leo characters in your life, definitely check in. But yeah, so first we have the Ace of Swords, and this is all about knowledge. This is about accepting knowledge, okay? This whole can't be told what to do thing is exhausting and it's old. It's time that you accept the sword. And this was a narrative that I was running last night when I did live on Instagram, if you want to go check that out. But it's about accepting the fucking sword. If somebody is literally giving you knowledge, stop ignoring it out of pride, like it's insight. Okay, especially something like this where you're like, this is bullshit, I don't want to hear it, blah, blah, blah. Well, maybe you need to. The Ace of Swords is a good thing. There's no reason for me to have attitude about that right now, Virgo, but you got attitude with other people. What? Just take the goddamn sword. I'm cussing. But we have the moon. So I think you kind of recognize that your approach to things maybe were not the greatest or the brightest necessarily. But we have the moon and the sun like out here. So again, it's looking really good. I think I have to give Virgo a little attitude, like anytime I do a Virgo reading, but it's a balance. I'm getting all fidgety, and it's kind of funny because I feel like I got y'all squirming in your seats. Is that what it is? Do I look like I'm coming for you, Virgo? Because I might be. Okay. Anyways, the moon. It's about manifesting, but in the sense of like going through it and deciding what you want the outcome to be, and recognizing that you may have been influencing the situation that you're in ways that you were not fully understanding. Right next to it is the Magician. So if you're talking the moon is kind of like, what have I done? Manifest, or like backtrack, backpedal, gotta redo it. The Magician is the redo. The Magician is the new magic coming in. It's like new you, kind of. As above, so below. You are bringing a new version of yourself into the room, right? And Knight of Cups. So if you have something to do with your father, or if you are a father, or the father of your child, there is a strong paternal energy here with the Knight of Cups. And I would say that's it's most likely not you. So think, even if you, well, I mean, if you are a father, sure, but if you are a father, it would be about your father. Okay. But it's paternal energy. It's like whether I guess it could be you. If you've not been a great father, or if your father's not been a great father, or the father of your children hasn't been a great father, it's going to turn around. They're going to start to realize that they weren't there for you, or that you weren't there for them. However, I don't need to keep repeating. You get it. They are going to realize they weren't there. And they're going to see how the way they were feeling affected their relationships. But they're going to change that. They're going to come in. It's very genuine. It's very sincere. If they were lying about it, or if they were going to continue to be a shit, this would have been the Magus. Okay? So I believe it, you know. But it's okay to believe it when you see it. As above, so below. Just because it's up doesn't mean it's out. Wait till it comes out. That's fine, you know. These things do take time. Forgiveness takes time, but also, what's not the opposite of forgiveness? Apologies. Apologies take time. So just like kind of try to be patient with it, and understand that there's a lot of nurture to be had here. Okay, if he offers the cup, drink it. It's not poison. Anyways, the sun, so things work out. Bright futures, love it. Okay, Hanged Man, staying dedicated for sure. You know what I'm saying? Especially that paternal energy. If you are the bad dad, or you had the bad dad, it's like, wow, things are working out. All of a sudden, they're very dedicated, and here they are. Beware of self-sacrifice for the sake of the situation. Don't lose yourself so much that you start to disappear. But it's looking like the person's very committed. We do have the Hermit, so that's the Virgo card. It's all about looking within, relying on the self. And again, it's like the dedication to being your best self, right? And to being independent, and to being someone who can do these things. Could be Virgo on Virgo partnership too. It's like, it's funny because I only know of so many couples that are the same signs. And I was talking about this earlier today. I feel like it's Leo. I'm sorry, not Leo. Yeah, Leo. Couple Leo couples that I've known, and then couple Virgo couples that I've known. But I couldn't think of many signs that like tend to date themselves, so to speak. So could be dealing with another Virgo. But this is looking like a very strong support system. Okay, we have the Chariot. So it could be a rough road ahead, but it's a road, all right? And you're going down it. It's Cancer energy too. This is a little bit moving backwards. It could be like you're in this good energy now, but all of a sudden you're reverting back to what has already happened in a sense. It's really whatever road you're taking, you're steering. Whether or not there's roadblocks, whether or not there is camera and pettiness, somebody, I don't want to know about that. Six of Discs, success. It's just going to work out. It's a lot of stuff. It's just things working out. Unicursal hexagram. Okay, so that divine union. Princess of Cups, having a new perspective, shifting the way that you've been thinking about things or seeing things, or starting from the beginning once again. Four of Swords, truce. Accepting what is, coming to terms with things, and then bam, see, this is the devil in the room, Capricorn. It could be another earth sign, it could be your own energy being earth, because you already got the Hermit here. But the devil, it could be a lack of self-control. It could be you accepting that you once had no self-control. It could be accepting that you're addicted to something, or that you need to give up this vice, because it is next to truce, and it's not a bad place to be, especially when it's followed by Nine of Cups, happiness. So ultimately, I think you kick the shit, or you're relying on it. Like you're only this person with this. Whether this is a personality trait, a person, or an addiction, a substance. It's like you can't have this without that, which means you can't have this without that. Nine of Cups, sure, you're happy, but Eight of Cups, you're lazy. You're lonely, you're on your ass, you're not doing anything. You had me fooled. You really had me fooled. It's like something that looks good on the outside, but is not actually so good on the inside. You're cheating. I don't mean completely like cheating on your spouse or anything, but like, come on, get happy. You know, it's like sunshine, chariot, happiness, union. But it's like, no. The devil is still there. And then bam, laziness. Yeah, okay. And then death. So it's either going to end things or it's going to kill you. Either way, you got to cut that shit out, dude. Like, what the fuck? Scorpio, Aquarius. So we got Pisces, Virgo, Cancer, Capricorn, Scorpio, Aquarius. Could be placements, could be people, could be months, think back, but feels like it's just a whole lot going on. It seems like a lot going on under the surface. It's almost like you got the 6 hats things going on with you. All right. It's like, I don't trust it anymore. Good job. But death, I mean, it's an ending, or it's Scorpio season is coming up, or it's again a placement. But honestly, if you gotta kick this shit. You gotta get this shit out. It doesn't matter what benefits you see in yourself. It doesn't matter what you think you have. It's fake. Okay? It's the energy is there. And again, healing the relationship with this person or your role in this is going to help immensely. And it is real and it's there. But you can't be this until you get rid of this. Done with you. Star Aquarius comes to you as a surprise, but you're strong. You'll figure it out. You're brave, right, Virgo? You're so brave. You're so tough. You're so in everybody's face. So, yeah, seven of Wands. Valor. Just doing it head on. I am blankety blank, 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 blank. Even if it's just, hey, I'm a dick. Look at him. Or it's going to ruin everything. You have a really nice situation going here, Virgo. I would hate to see something as silly as this get in the way of everything that you've built for yourself. Okay, so it's time to kick it. It's time to quit. It's time to get rid of it. It's time to all that. Look, I went to go pick up the deck. Queen of Wands. At the bottom, passion, coming in hot. And kick that devil out. What is this? 7 of Cups, the botch. Too much. Excess. Even once you're like, okay, yeah, I have an addiction, but I got it under control. I'm good. And then it's like, no. You're still doing way too much. You think you took care of it, and that's why you're like, no, look how everything's going so well. Look. Doesn't count. Less does not mean gone. What are these? Wheel of Fortune. Things will work out in your favor, won't they? 6 of Cups. Pleasure. Okay. 6 of Wands. Victory. All right. And 3 of Cups. Abundance. Get a new fucking hobby. I don't know what to tell you. Get a new hobby. I mean, that's it. Just get a new hobby. If you are dealing with an actual addiction, a substance problem, some type of vice, I think a hobby will help you get distracted. It's a way to like put your money elsewhere, have something to do, etc. If you are more... If you already have a hobby, maybe it's an expensive hobby. Maybe it's like you're too into it and you just like need a break from that. Do something else, kind of lack of self-control where you're like, fuck, I'm spending a lot. Maybe get a cheaper hobby, you know, a more time-consuming hobby. Something a little longer attention span. But whatever you're dealing with, yeah, you gotta switch it up quick because there's a lot on the line here for you, Virgo. Everything genuinely does look really good. There's just an issue that you need to take care of. That's all. And I don't want to be harsh on you or anything, but happy birthday and $10 off. I almost forgot. If you made it this far, $10 off any reading. It's supposed to be for Virgo season, so kind of like book in the next few days, but hey, love you all so much. Thank you for tuning in. Do all the shits. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, you can tell me why. I know I get harsh with y'all, but you like it, don't you? Anyways, thank you.